Daily Dems, doing the work, making noise, and fighting back, day 18. Today is a little different. There are 3 actions over the last few days that I want to highlight, because when you combine them together, they paint a really interesting picture. They are described using 3 different terms. These are terms you want to be looking out for and paying attention to going forward. They are Rapid Response Task Force, Round Table, and Probe. First, the Rapid Response Task Force. Hakeem Jeffries put out this press release 3 days ago. It's a Dear Colleagues letter asking who wants to join the Rapid Response Task Force and Litigation Working Group. It is chaired by Joe Neguse of Colorado, who is phenomenal, and it is co-chaired by the ranking members on Oversight, Jerry Connolly, Judiciary, Jamie Raskin, and Appropriations, Rosa DeLauro. We don't know much about it, and a lot of people weren't taking it seriously. But I heard today from someone who works in the Senate that it is focused on executive orders and figuring out which ones are important, which ones we really shouldn't be paying attention to, and how to get them into litigation quickly. I think it would be a mistake to ignore this one. The second phrase is roundtable. The Senate minority is not allowed to have hearings. It is something only the majority can call for. But if it's not called a hearing and it doesn't take place in the hearing room, it's not actually a hearing. This was held by the Dems of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, and it was to better understand the ramifications of ending U.S. aid. I suspect this is the first of many, and these roundtables are the only ways we are going to be hearing from experts in the Senate, because the majority could not care less about experts. And finally, probe. Now, we've been hearing a lot about letters that members of Congress have been sending to the administration. And the reaction has been, well, what does that actually do? Well, here is our answer. Because this press release says Padilla and colleagues launch probe. But we're talking about a letter to know the kind of access that Musk and his freshman 15 have to federal student loan data. So when they don't get answers by the deadline, a probe begins. Probes include hearings, which leads us back to the roundtable. I will say Republicans could easily be part of any of this. They are choosing not to. This is all public information. This isn't some secret. And neither is what I believe this is the beginning of. The first stages of creating a shadow cabinet. Shadow does not mean hidden, rather the kind of shadow that follows you and doesn't leave you alone. And it seems like it's starting with litigation and executive orders, plus not hearings in the Senate. So when you see those terms in relation to our Dems, pay closer attention. Spread whatever it is as far as you can. And I know it doesn't feel like it, but it's only been 3 weeks. This is really fast for Congress to work. Your voice is your superpower, but only when you use it.